Hello, I'm Liz Zorab and this is Byther Farm, and today we've got a turkey problem. So earlier on today I let the turkeys out to roam around their field, which they've been doing okay, and they've been jumping up on top of their covered pen, but then they get down again, and we've been able to herd them in the evening. And the tree surgeon arrived with some more wood chip for us today. Mr. J went out to say hello to him, and he promptly came back in and said, I think I'm going to need your help because the turkeys are running around the yard. So this is the gravelled area, and sure enough they were wandering about. So we walked them, we guided them, and they have finally gone into the covered duckling pen that we had started getting ready for them. So they're shut in there now. They've been there all day, they've got food and water. But right now Mr. J and I are going to use some pallets to create some housing and some shelter for them. And we just want to get a few pallets in there to do them up with cable ties, put some corrugated metal on the top, and they'll probably sleep on top of that, but it will at least give them the option of having some shade or some shelter when it's raining. I need to take this house apart because it's actually too big to get through the doorway without dismantling it. So thank goodness for electric screwdrivers. So our plan is to create a frame for the corrugated metal to sit on, which will give them some shelter, and it will allow the food to stay dry, or hopefully to stay dry. And as ever, done with pallets, done with what we have to hand right now, and the turkeys will be fine. They've spent a few nights out on the barn roof, but I don't want them wandering off to the neighbours, because although one of them is going to end up at the neighbours, not quite yet. And I just want to make this a not unpleasant environment for them. So the next part of my plan is to put a piece of wood going from corner to corner at the front, or if not at the front, in the middle section, which will support the metal, the corrugated metal roofing. I think this will be quite nice for them. They'll be able to go underneath it and sit there or shelter there. They've got the windbreak that I put in last week. I think they're going to be all right. Right, so
I've just taken the nails out of that.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty rusty.
Yeah.
And I didn't want the turkeys.
My gut feeling is that it's just wider going that way. And the other one is down there.
Okay.
So we've decided to pretty much have it as it is. We're very happy with this. This is feeling quite solid. Mr. J's gone to get some more lengths of wood so that we can give a bit more support, some more support under the metal roofing, and also fix the two end pallets together so they're more stable.
Turkey, man. Right then, you lot. You have a new set of accommodation.
Food there. So it's now the next morning, and the turkeys made it through the night without problem at all. And I have fed them and given them fresh water, and they've made their gobbly complaining noise to me. But all in all, I think that shelter has been a great success. Here they are, looking jolly miffed with me. Oh, boys and girls, are you all shut in there, are you? It looks like the turkeys spent the night sleeping on the top of it, which is not surprising. But I think I'm going to put in some sort of perch for them so that they haven't got their feet on this metal all night. Hello, boys. Hello. Because this metal is going to get really cold, and I don't want it to hurt their feet. So I think some wooden perches in here would be a good idea. What they've been used to sleeping on are hazel poles, like these ones. So I've got these two very long hazel poles. So what I'm hoping to be able to do is make one very, very long pole out of these by joining them together with cable ties, and then having this over the top of that shelter, so they've got something high up to perch on, and as their feet are used to gripping onto these, hopefully this will be a little bit warmer than the metal. The large amount of turkey poop on top of that shelter tells me they definitely slept up there last night. It's making for messy work this morning, but I think this is a really good idea. Well, that's looking pretty good now. The only thing I need to do is to put something under the middle of it to raise it up off the roof of the shelter, so it's not doing a big curve. I think that's better. It's raising it up off the metal, and they should be fine with sleeping on this. I'll come through with a pair of snips very shortly and snip off the spare pieces of plastic. It's not perfect, but I think that's not a bad job either. What do you think? I think you're going to like that, you lot. I really do. Well, that's it for me today. I'm heading inside to have a cup of tea and to warm up. And so, wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one. And I also hope you'll join me again the day after tomorrow.